What's up, everybody? It's your boy David here, and let me tell you, I'm hyped to be talking about Texas today. We're diving deep into the heart of Texas, exploring the top 10 places you absolutely have to visit. Whether you're a history buff, an adrenaline junkie, or just looking for some good old-fashioned fun, Texas has something for everyone. So buckle up, smash that like button, and get ready for an epic adventure through the Lone Star State. First up, we're hitting up a place that's basically Texas's calling card, the Alamo. This isn't just some old building, guys, it's a symbol of Texan courage and independence. Picture this, the year is 1836, a small group of Texan soldiers are facing down a massive Mexican army. The odds? Totally stacked against them. But did they back down? No way. They fought bravely, defending the Alamo for 13 long days. Walking through those old mission walls, you can practically feel the history coming alive. You can almost hear the clash of swords, the roar of cannons, and the unwavering spirit of those brave Texans. Trust me, it's an experience that'll stay with you long after you leave. And hey, while you're there, don't forget to check out the Alamo Museum. They've got all sorts of cool artifacts and exhibits that'll give you a real feel for what went down back in the day. Now, let's talk visitor tips. The Alamo gets packed, especially during peak season. So, do yourself a favor and book your tickets online in advance. Trust me, you don't want to be stuck waiting in line under the Texan sun. Oh, and one more thing. Wear comfortable shoes. You'll be doing a fair bit of walking, and the last thing you want is blisters slowing you down. Next stop, we're blasting off to Space Center Houston. If you're even remotely interested in space exploration, this place is like Disneyland for space nerds. You can check out actual spacecraft that have been to space and back, like the Space Shuttle Independence and the Apollo 17 command module. It's seriously mind-blowing to think about the journeys those vessels have been on. But it's not just about looking at old spacecraft. Space Center Houston is all about making space accessible and exciting for everyone. They've got tons of interactive exhibits where you can experience what it's like to be an astronaut. You can try on a spacesuit, feel the sensation of weightlessness, and even train like you're going to space yourself. And the best part? They've always got something new and exciting going on. Whether it's a new exhibit, a special event, or a chance to meet a real-life astronaut, there's always a reason to go back. My advice? Check their website before you go to see what's happening and plan your visit accordingly. Alright guys, time to trade in our spacesuits for hiking boots because we're heading to Big Bend National Park. This place is pure natural beauty, from the towering Chisos Mountains to the winding Rio Grande River. Trust me, the pictures don't even do it justice. You have to see it to believe it. If you're into hiking, Big Bend is a dream come true. They've got trails for every skill level, from easygoing nature walks to challenging climbs that'll test your limits. One of my favorites is the Lost Mine Trail. It's a moderate 4.8-mile round trip that takes you to an old mine with incredible panoramic views. But hiking isn't the only thing Big Bend has going for it. You can go camping under the stars, paddle down the Rio Grande, or just soak in the scenery from one of the many scenic overlooks. And if you're lucky, you might even spot some of the local wildlife like roadrunners, javelinas, and maybe even a black bear if you're really lucky. Get ready to stroll, shop, and savor some delicious food because we're headed to the San Antonio River Walk. This is like the heart and soul of San Antonio, a vibrant pedestrian walkway lined with restaurants, shops, and historic buildings. It's the perfect place to spend an afternoon just soaking up the atmosphere. One of the best ways to experience the river walk is by taking a boat tour. You can hop on a river taxi or a guided tour boat and cruise down the river while learning about the history and architecture of the area. It's a super relaxing way to see the sights and get some great photos. And of course, no trip to the river walk would be complete without indulging in some delicious food. You'll find everything from casual Tex-Mex joints to upscale restaurants serving gourmet cuisine. And if you're in the mood for something sweet, be sure to grab some homemade ice cream from one of the many parlors along the way. Next up, we're heading to the capital city of Texas, Austin, to check out the Texas State Capitol. This building is seriously impressive, guys. It's actually the largest Capitol building in the United States, even bigger than the U.S. Capitol in Washington, D.C. The architecture is a mix of Italian Renaissance Revival and Beaux-Arts styles, and it's seriously grand. You can take a free guided tour of the Capitol where you'll learn about the history of the building, the Texas legislature, and see the chambers where laws are made. And if you're lucky, you might even get to witness a legislative session in action. After your tour, take some time to wander around the Capitol grounds. They're beautifully landscaped with fountains, monuments, and even a replica of the Liberty Bell. It's a great place to relax, take a break from the city, and snap some photos. calling all animal lovers. Our next stop is the Dallas World Aquarium, and trust me, this isn't your average aquarium. It's more like a journey through different ecosystems from around the world, all under one roof. You'll start in the rainforest exhibit, where you'll walk through a lush, tropical environment filled with exotic birds, monkeys, and even sloths. Then, you'll descend into the depths of the ocean, where you'll come face to fin with sharks, sea turtles, and a mesmerizing array of colorful fish. One of the coolest things about the Dallas World Aquarium is their commitment to conservation. They're actively involved in research and breeding programs to help protect endangered species, and they educate visitors about the importance of ocean conservation. Pack your swimsuit and sunscreen, guys, because we're heading to the coast. Padre Island National Seashore is calling our name, and it's time to soak up some sun, sand, and surf. This place is special. It's the longest undeveloped barrier island in the world, stretching for over 70 miles along the Texas Gulf Coast. Now, when I say undeveloped, I mean it in the best way possible. No high-rise hotels, no crowded boardwalks, just miles of pristine beaches, rolling dunes, and the sparkling waters of the Gulf of Mexico. It's the perfect place to escape the hustle and bustle of everyday life and reconnect with nature. You can spend your days swimming, sunbathing, building sandcastles, or searching for seashells. And if you're feeling adventurous, you can try your hand at surfing, fishing, or kayaking. In the evenings, gather around a bonfire on the beach, roast some marshmallows, and watch the stars come out over the Gulf. Saddle up, partners, and get ready for a taste of the Wild West at the Fort Worth Stockyards. This place is like stepping back in time to the days when cowboys ruled the range and cattle drives were a way of life. You can catch a real-life cattle drive twice a day where genuine Texas cowhands herd a longhorn steer down Exchange Avenue. It's a sight you won't soon forget. And after the drive, be sure to explore the historic Stockyards district. You'll find all sorts of shops selling Western wear, souvenirs, and local crafts. And if you're feeling peckish, mosey on into one of the many restaurants serving up hearty Texas BBQ and other cowboy-approved grub. Get ready to lace up those hiking boots again, because we're heading to Guadalupe Mountains National Park. This place is a hiker's paradise, home to the 4 highest peaks in Texas, including Guadalupe Peak, the highest point in the entire state. Now, hiking to the top of Guadalupe Peak is no walk in the park. It's an 8.5-mile round trip with over 3,000 feet of elevation gain. But trust me, the views from the summit are worth every step. You'll be rewarded with panoramic vistas that stretch for miles in every direction. Even if you're not up for the challenge of summiting Guadalupe Peak, there are plenty of other great hikes in the park. McKittrick Canyon is a must-see with its lush vegetation, waterfalls, and diverse wildlife. And if you're interested in learning about the history of the area, be sure to check out the Permian Reef Geology Trail. Last but not least, we're wrapping up our Texas adventure at the Houston Museum of Natural Science. This place is a treasure trove of knowledge, with exhibits covering everything from dinosaurs to space exploration to ancient Egypt. One of the coolest things about this museum is their paleontology hall. They've got an incredible collection of dinosaur skeletons, including a massive Tyrannosaurus Rex named Sue. You can get up close and personal with these prehistoric giants and learn all about their fascinating world. And if you're into space, you have to check out their planetarium. They've got state-of-the-art projection systems that'll take you on a journey through the cosmos. You can explore distant galaxies, learn about the constellations, and even experience what it's like to be in a black hole. And there you have it, folks. My top 10 must-visit spots in the great state of Texas. From history and culture to adventure and natural beauty, Texas has something for everyone. So what are you waiting for? Start planning your Lone Star adventure today. Before you go, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my future travel vlogs. And be sure to let me know in the comments down below what your favorite spot in Texas is, or if you have any recommendations for places I should check out on my next trip. Until next time, keep exploring and stay adventurous.